You've seen them, right? Those jaw-dropping chiseled abs that go beyond the classic six-pack. I mean, seriously, is there such a thing as 8-pack or even 10-pack abs? Yes, and let me tell you, it's not some Photoshop trick or a random genetic mutation. There's a lot more to it than you think. Okay, let's start with the basics. Most of us are familiar with the standard six-pack. That's your mainstream abs. The abs we all dream of after countless crunches, planks, and, well, a lot of dieting. So why do some people get the honor of having those extra abs? Well, here's the deal. Our abs, or more fancy, the rectus abdominis, is the muscle that gives us those pack appearances. Now, the number of packs you've got isn't just about how hard you work out. It's actually linked to something called tendon intersections. These are little lines of connective tissue that form in your abdominal muscle. But let's dig deeper. If you take a closer look at the abdominal muscles, you can actually see 3 horizontal and 1 long vertical intersection. And now if you count those blocks divided by intersections...
Hey, I see there are 8 packs, but wait, doesn't that mean that we all have 8-pack abs?
Well, yes, but actually no. You see, the first thing is that the term six-pack has been adopted as slang for abdominal muscles because of the way we perceive them as packs, when in reality, when we take a look at the shredded person's abs, they would look like these ones, most of the time, having 7 blocks.
Hold on, first you're saying we have an 8-pack, and now all of a sudden you're saying that we all have 7. What is going on?
I know it sounds confusing, but let me explain. Basically, it all comes down to your genetics.
Wait, what does that even mean? I hear that all the time.
Well, in simple terms, in the context of ab muscles, it means how your abdominal muscles are shaped, positioned, and how prominent or large they appear, which is already predetermined by your genetics, which you cannot change.
Okay, got it. But what does it have with 7 or 8-pack?
I'll give you an example. If this was your abdomen, and if we removed all the layers and left only the muscles, we'll have something like this, right?
Yes, and?
And now here's the part that determines your number of packs.
Finally!
Some people have less prominent tendon intersections, especially this one.
Okay, but even though it's less prominent, it's still there. Then how the hell is it not making everyone have an 8-pack?
You've forgotten the important part. When we put all layers back, it becomes even less prominent.
Oh, I see now. That's the 7-pack you've mentioned before.
Yes, exactly.
But wait a minute. I've seen some people have a 4-pack. Just look at Arnold.
Arnold is a great example. But if you were paying attention to what I was talking about earlier, you would call that a 5-pack.
Ah, yes, sorry. I'm still used to the slang. Now, please explain the 5-pack. How is that possible now?
All right, let's get back to our ab muscles without the layers. We can have 2 things happening there for someone to have a 5-pack. The first one is Arnold's case. He simply has less prominent lower intersections, which makes lower 4-packs look like one big pack.
Interesting. And what's the second case?
If we recall the genetics part we've talked about, the size, shape, and position of our so-called packs, the second case would simply be that your upper portion of packs are hidden beneath your chest muscles, so they either appear as little blocks or hide completely.
Thanks for explaining this without involving much science here. So to conclude all of this, we all have 8-pack abs, but not all of us have defined intersections to actually display them, even though we get to like 5% body fat?
Correct.
But wait, I almost forgot. How are there people with 10-pack set of abs?
Oh, well, they just got lucky and got an extra intersection there. It's not some Photoshop trick.
Or a random genetic mutation.
So you lied.
Yeah. Sorry for that one. But hey, at the end of the day, you shouldn't stress about the number of packs that you have, as long as you work hard to get rid of that one big pack of yours.